has just been an incredible contribution to our sport. I imagine that's how you got involved in it. Is that true?
Yep, my grandfather started back in the 1960s in Long Island. My uncle and my dad are involved, and my brother's actually head trainer for our stable. So I've been following him around for a couple of years, and that's how I started learning the business.
And your brother's Frank, and he's in his late 20s now and just doing a beautiful job.
Yep, and he's got a kid along the way, so hopefully I have another young man in the racing business.
Another generation in the sport.
Yep.
Okay, now, you are seeking your first pari-mutuel win today in the amateur, CKG Billings Amateur, but you do have a couple of qualifying wins with this particular trotter. How did you, I guess it was a family tradition, but what really brought you into this industry? What do you love the most about it? And I know the hard work is something very special, and you're wonderful at other sports. And are you leaning toward harness racing as opposed to some of the other sports?
Well, I started getting involved in harness racing, go jog horses with Frank every day, and I got hooked, and just amazing feeling sitting behind the horse, communicating with the horse with your hands. And I'm planning on going to college. After college, maybe I'll pursue a career in harness racing, and we'll see how that goes.
Okay, now you are 16 years old. I was 16 once. I want you to know that. Many people think I went from 12 to 68 in 1 year, but I was 16 once and enjoyed some of the great old times in harness racing back in the late 50s, and it's really changed since then. You know, a 2-minute mile was a rarity, and now you've got 4 claimers going at 154. Where do you see this future for this industry?
Well, I think a lot's got to change. I think we got to change our whole sport. You know, really sports now are TV sports, and we haven't changed much with TV. You know, it's still the same camera angles. I think for us to survive, we got to progress and we got to advance in technology like the whole world is.
You had an unfortunate experience at the farm when I believe there was a snowstorm or something, and one of the barns collapsed. Is everything better now?
Yeah, I think it was in February or January. We had a big snowstorm. I think we had about 3 feet of snow. There were 6 feet of snow drifts on the roof. And we got called about 5 in the morning that the barn collapsed, the whole wing. I think it's 40 stalls. And luckily, a lot of horses are out of there, but when 8 were still in there and they were trapped, and it was really a horrific scene. Unfortunately, 3 died, and we're rebuilding now, and the barn just finished, so we're happy with our progress.
Well, this industry is filled with ups and downs, we all know that. You are in school as a 16-year-old, and I guess it's a prep school, and you mentioned to me a little bit earlier. Any other interests in other sports?
Actually, right now I'm supposed to be at soccer practice, so I skipped out of that to do this, and hopefully we'll get a decision today. And like I said, I play soccer, basketball, I play a little polo, but this is really good.
Well, you got plenty of time to catch up to Hervé Filion and Cat Manzi, the 2 leading harness racing drivers in terms of win, and we wish you many years of success and happiness in this sport. We need you.
Thank you, and hopefully we'll get more kids involved and the sport will live on.
Well, thanks very much. That was Phil Antonacci of Lindy Farms, ladies and gentlemen, joining us on Beckwith Day.